तो गाइस, एक मिनट चेक कर लो कि सब सही चल रहा है कि नहीं। हेलो हेलो माइक टेस्टिंग 3 4 ऑल गुड। भी ठीक है। वॉल्यूम फुल कर देंगे। मेरा फोन ही स्विच ऑफ पड़ा हुआ है। एक मिनट बस। हल्का सा लैग हुआ तो थोड़ा काम चला लेना। हेलो। अम मैं बस चेकिंग की लाइक सब सही चल रहा है कि नहीं। ऑल गुड। इससे ज्यादा अगर मैंने थोड़ा क्वालिटी बढ़ाया तो क्या होगा। लेट मी सी। अगर मैंने इसको 1 2 3 अपना एनी लैग वैग कुछ नहीं होगा तो ठीक है, वरना इसको ऑल गुड। क्या मेरे में सब सही चल रहा है? जस्ट क्या मेरे में सब सही चल सब ठीक चल रहा है? मैं चेक कर रहा था बस कि लाइक ऑल गुड कि नहीं। ये ठीक है। तो लैग नहीं है ना, वो देख रहा हूँ बस। क्वालिटी देख रहा हूँ, थोड़ी सी अपग्रेड कर ली मैंने। अपग्रेड आई मीन क्या बोलते हैं, बच्चों भी बोलते हैं यार। तो कर लिया है। तो हाय गाइस। सुबह विजोया। यू टू माय ब्रदर। क्या की हाल चाल बंधु? कहाँ पे हो? क्या? किधर हो, किधर हो? यार तबीयत खराब हुई पड़ी है, वैस की टाइट बिल्कुल हालत खराब है इधर। या देख क्रेज वाली हालत खराब है। आ जाता पर मेरी तबीयत ठीक नहीं है ब्रदर। क्या? मैं सुबह से लेटा हुआ हूँ यार घर पे ही। बूम बूम हो रखा है मेरा। वाटरी आइस, वाटरी आइस, या वो रखा है। कितने बज रहे? 10:30। अरे अरे। थैंक यू थैंक यू। आई मेक यू डी। तबियत फक्ड भाई। अरे ओके ओके ओके। थैंक यू। बस स्क्रीन ही दिख रही क्या? नो स्क्रीन विजिबल। क्या? वीडियो में फुल स्क्रीन ऑन है, वीसिंक ऑफ करो। फुल स्क्रीन। क्या किया? सिलेक्ट अप्लाई अप्लाई अप्लाई। अब आ जाएगा। कीप प्रेजेंट। होपफुली अब दिख जा। फुल स्क्रीन तो कर रखा है, अभी भी नहीं आना तो लाइक तब तो ज्यादा। नहीं बड़ा। विंडो पे आएगा क्या? नहीं, इधर नहीं आएगा। डिस्प्ले कैप्चर ऑन कर लेंगे, कोई नहीं। लैग ना होगा, और कुछ चाहिए। लेट्स बिगिन द स्टैनली पैराबल पैराबल। लेट मी सी द क्वालिटी। क्योंकि आएगा सी मैं रीअपलोड करूंगा, इसलिए। क्वालिटी इज गुड गुड। लेट्स बिगिन। एक मिनट भाई, बहुत छोटा कैमरा है मेरा। अब ठीक है, फेस वेबकैम दिख रहा है। वो सब यूजर गायब हो गए। जीरो। ओके। डैम। लेट्स बिगिन द गेम।
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Out of control आ गया मेरे में. चली गए. I hate Mondays. Okay. Office बड़ा छोटू सा है
All
भाई.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
कितने बज रहे? 4 बज रहे.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Who farted? I like the cup. I hate Monday. Hashtag one dad. Wait. अच्छा. बोला. ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है मेरे वेबकैम बहुत बेकार है? फीलिंग्स आ रही है मुझे. Let me switch on the light. बहुत अंधेरा लग रहा है. यहाँ पे लाइट आ रही है? नहीं. ओके. Back to the game. Yeah, चल लैग नहीं है. Okay. Wow. क्या करना है? 425 खुला हुआ है. ओके. जहाँ ले जा रहे वहाँ चलते
When
हैं.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Door on the left. और मैं हूँ direction fogged. So left.
This was
Right.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Coffee. Can I drink coffee, please? Oh. Okay,
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
ये सबटाइटल देना बंद करेगा? ओके. क्या मैं सीधा जाऊँ कि यहाँ पे जाऊँ?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
ये थोड़ा अलग सा रास्ता लग रहा है। आई विल कुछ जा रहा हूँ कहीं।
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
लेफ्ट। ओके, उसने खोला ही नहीं दरवाजा।
Oh, no, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
You naughty guy.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, सोच ले। स्क्रिप्ट पर है। Okay.
Let's see, we went down right, left, down,
Right,
left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
Let's
This
go.
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Whoa. ये कहाँ पे Peep. Never mind. What the hell is this place? मेरा नंबर क्या था?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
बेचारा
back
फायर
to,
हो रखा है एक एम्प्लॉय।
who am I
104।
kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
बेचारा रीस्टार्ट करवा दिया। Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Dialogue
Stanley
भी पूरा-
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
कोई नहीं।
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Yeah.
Stanley, did
यहाँ
you
पे दो
change
options
anything
थे।
when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah.
It was right
You
here just a
fucker.
minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Whoa. I see this one. Whoa. Where am I going? मैं बैकरूम्स खेल रहा हूँ क्या कोई?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay, boss. Okay. Last time, but okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
कैसा सा?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Please, अब गेट ही नहीं है इधर। आए हाय।
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay, खोलो भाई गेट। Other direction मतलब Nope.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story.
What the hell is
Here
this?
it comes.
ये तो नहीं था।
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Whoa.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
No,
Is this
I
the
cannot.
story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Do you remember, Stanley?
पुराने घर पे आ
Do you
गए
know
हम
what?
कहीं?
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work and it really paid off, so
Thank you.
good job.
Welcome.
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oh, इस बार लाइन बना दी है.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
What?
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah. No. Not this. What the heck? Back.
Wait, cut the music. Go
Thank
back
you.
and look at that fern.
Huh? Fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
इसे ही कहते ना फॉर्म आई गेस. खड़ा तो हो गया.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
अब ये what the hell is going on? यहाँ पे जा रहा है. वापस से वही पे आ गया.
Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
नहीं. Oh. So, कुछ नहीं.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Thank you.
This all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
This direction, okay.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
फिर से कुछ
What
तो
do you
गड़बड़
want
होगी.
our story to be?
Dead end आने वाला है.
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
अरे.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Okay.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting
Okay.
from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since
Yeah.
the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory
Right
for
one?
logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny
Let's
awaits.
go. अब मुझे लाइफ में जाना है तो नहीं जा सकता. वो क्या है? Confusing ending. What? Wait. Wait. स्क्रिप्ट लिखी है ये तो. Whoa.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight
Stanley
times?
dies. मैं मर जाऊंगा.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it
Restart
can't
होने
be.
वाला है.
I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to
Yeah.
forget what's going on. I
Yeah.
don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't
Thank you
do it.
so
I
much.
won't
Thank
do it.
you
I
so
won't
much.
do it.
Yeah. Please open.
And the timer stopped.
Bro.
Does that mean did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I
Yeah.
hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
अब इन दो
Eventually.
दरवाजों में से एक खुलेगा.
Well, in the meantime, if you
गेम क्रैश. आए रिस्टार्ट हो गया. You fucker.
all of his co-workers were gone, what could it
Huh?
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
अच्छा,
Perhaps he
ये
had
बन
simply
गया.
missed a memo.
Ah. Okay. हम
When
पिछली बार लेफ्ट
Stanley
गए थे.
came to
हम
a set
राइट
of
में
two
जाएंगे.
open doors, he
उल्टा
entered
बोल
the
दिया.
door on his left.
लेफ्ट में गया मैं यार. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips
Feeling a
for
wave
not
of
getting the
disbelief,
fire.
Stanley
Chocolate.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball inside you. Hi. Wow. Okay. हैप्पी फीलिंग्स को काट रखा है. बाप रे. ओके. लेट्स गो.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he
Broom.
turned around and got back on track.
लेट्स गो. इसका भी सबटाइटल दिया.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Mind. Whoa. क्या था? Exclusive bathroom. I got the feeling. Money for stealing. I got the feeling. Money for stealing. But not yours, of course. Say that lovely purse. Say that a lovely purse. Extreme bathroom. Wow. Let's close the door. Let's go. Yeah. Um, let's explore. ये क्या है? Panda. पहले वहां पे होके आते हैं.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Secret location? I can't see nothing. Okay, man. Where I'm going? Okay, loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Whoa. गिर गया टूट के क्या?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Escape नहीं करना. समझाएंगे. Getting.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, I got the strength to find out, I got balls.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Each
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. एक चूज करने क्या मुझे?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Let's go.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I can't see nothing.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
The whole once for all. Oh, कोड है कोई. Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an
Hold on. I was just checking something. Everything going good, yeah.
end to this horrible place. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. This is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
What the hell?
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
What did I do? नहीं पता मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. Okay, I died.
All
I
of his
guess.
co-workers were gone. What
Yeah.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Oh,
New
new
content.
content? What does that mean, new content?
Uh,
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
let's go.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet,
Yeah.
but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we
okay,
go.
okay.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content.
Yeah.
I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content.
Okay,
Give me the
pause, yeah.
content, Stanley.
Let's go.
All
Okay.
right. All right, let's see. It's
New
the
content.
jump circle.
Boom. Oh, hell nah. Wait. So what? अब मैं jump नहीं
Is that it?
हाँ भाई.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
No way उनने jump add कर
Another
दिया है.
elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
Of
It's
course,
just
not
elevators
positive.
and jumping. Is this what
ये
causes for exciting new
subtitle वाला
content?
बंदा मेरी बात
If this
कर
is
रहा है.
new
मेरे
content,
दिल की
then I
बात
could
कर
just
रहा है,
read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
क्या लिखा है? Thank you for enjoying the new
That's
content.
it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about? No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
I don't want
What
to
do you
spend time
say,
with
friend?
you. No, no, thank you. Fuck you, bitch. Whoa.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
Whoa. मैं कहीं तो गिर गया.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content
Yeah.
turned out to be? Well, it got me
Right.
thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Whoa.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
Whoa.
Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Oh. Digging the demo में ये खेल के मैं आया हूँ भाई साहब. जी. Whoa, what the hell? Whoa.
Je suis dans la memory zone.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10
10
from
out of 10.
Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives
Oh, I like
and then
that.
succeeds to be
Yeah.
every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was
okay,
Persona
boss.
3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing.
Oh,
It's no games at all.
sad.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Wow. Memory zone. Maintenance man. Okay. Person of the year. What the hell is this? The smiley.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a
एक minute.
richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Can I leave the location? Oh, thank you.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over
Maintenance
again.
room.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no.
Oh.
Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Let's
Surely
go.
these reviews were glowing as well,
Steam
weren't they?
Let's go.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Yeah.
Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny.
Oi.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick.
बोलेगा पॉजिटिव वाला अटक का है.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
What? One more review.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Thank you.
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
आने दे भाई थोड़ा और पास आने दे.
And here it is. Go ahead. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treat. Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption...
Skip.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Yeah,
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Fuck you. Oh. मर गया क्या बेचारा?
Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about...
चुप हो गया. आपने क्या आवाज है किसकी? अलार्म बज रहा है.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and...
Shut up. I don't want to talk with you. Shut up. You are yapping. Keep quiet.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is
यार
never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the
बस
end, is never.
बस पानी गिर रहा है कहीं से। ओह मैन, या बाहर आ गया आई गेस। सब कुछ तहस महस हो गया। बाहर आंधी चल रही है भाई। सुबह हो गई। ओह व्हाट अ डे, ओह माय गॉड, वाओ, सो ब्यूटीफुल। थैंक यू। बेचारे चुप ही हो। अबे वाओ, व्हाट अ ब्यूटीफुल व्यू, थैंक यू। जंगल ना बन जाए। वेट व्हाट? वेट हॉरर गेम नहीं, पीछे पीछे एस्केप। ओह फक, क्या हो रहा है? स्केरी। ओए ओए। होल्ड ऑन। गाइस, कैन यू गिव मी लिटिल टाइम, लाइक लिटिल, लाइक थोड़ा सा। हम्म, या मैं आता। काम आ गया थोड़ा बीच में तो लाइक क्या। ठीक है, मैं आता बस थोड़ी देर में। तब तक के लिए यू लिसन टू द सॉन्ग्स। हेलो।